There is a certain warmth surrounding you at this moment that you might not have fully noticed yet. It feels like an energy gently circulating around your presence. Something soft, yet persistent. Something that carries a sense of sincere admiration mixed with deep emotional affection. You may have brushed it off as coincidence or thought your intuition was playing tricks on you. You might have even told yourself that experiences like this are not meant for someone like you. But what I am telling you right now is that what you have been sensing is real. What your heart has quietly been registering is not imagination at all. It is not wishful thinking. It is something true that has slowly been revealing itself over time. Someone younger than you has developed feelings for you that are far deeper than what you currently realize. This is not a temporary attraction or a fleeting interest that disappears with time. If you feel a unique connection with someone younger right now, press like so this message can reach others who may need to hear it. What this person feels has settled deeply within their heart. It is something that occupies their thoughts when they wake up and remains with them as they drift into sleep. You exist in their mind throughout the day. Even when they are occupied or life shifts their attention elsewhere, you still remain there as a steady presence. Almost like an intriguing mystery they are continuously trying to understand. I understand this may surprise you, and part of you might be questioning whether this message is truly directed toward you. Perhaps you have looked at yourself and wondered what someone younger could possibly see in you. Maybe you have convinced yourself that your best days are already behind you, or that your inner spark has somehow faded with time. But these thoughts are only stories shaped by past disappointments and emotional wounds. The divine realm has been observing your journey for a long time. Your struggles have not gone unnoticed, and your pain has been acknowledged. There were moments when we were with you during those nights, when you stayed awake, wondering whether love had passed you by, or if you would ever feel truly chosen again. None of those fears are accurate, and none of those doubts reflect your real essence. You are a deeply remarkable soul. Your presence has the ability to shift the energy of any space you walk into, even if you do not fully recognize it, because you are constantly living inside your own experience. People around you notice it more clearly than you think. They observe the way you carry yourself and the depth that exists within your gaze. They notice how attentively you listen and how you make others feel acknowledged, valued, and significant. They notice your inner strength, a strength that has been shaped through pain and refined through healing experiences. This younger person notices all of that and even more. They feel drawn toward you in ways they cannot easily put into words. When they are near you, something within them shifts. They feel calmer, yet more alive at the same time. It is as if they have discovered something they did not even realize they were searching for. That feeling has continued to grow steadily until it can no longer be ignored. You may have already noticed subtle signs. Perhaps this person holds eye contact with you just a little longer than usual. Maybe their tone becomes softer when they speak with you. They might find excuses to be near you, to initiate conversations, or to help you without being asked. Perhaps they remember small details about you that even you barely recall mentioning. These behaviors are not random at all. Comment, "I am open," if you are ready to receive love from an unexpected direction. These are the signs of someone whose heart has quietly chosen you. There is something deeper here than emotions alone, because there are reasons this connection exists and reasons this person was drawn to you so strongly. These reasons are not accidental. They are part of a larger unfolding process. The universe does not create meaningful connections without purpose. Every soul that enters your life carries a lesson, a gift, or a reason for being there. This younger soul has been placed on your path for reasons that are still revealing themselves gradually. This message reached you today because it was meant to find you. Out of all the possible moments and choices, something guided you here. Something within you recognizes that these words hold meaning. Do not ignore that feeling, because it may be your inner spirit confirming that this message is aligned with your journey. When they are around you, they feel a sense of peace. The world outside is often loud, fast, filled with pressure, expectations, and confusion. But when they are near you, that noise begins to fade away. Your presence helps bring them back to what truly matters. You have learned calmness and emotional balance over time. You have learned that not every situation requires an immediate reaction. This younger person senses that steadiness and is naturally drawn toward it. They may be going through uncertainty, stress, or inner fear, but you represent something grounded, something stable, and something they can rely on. That is a very powerful form of attraction. You also make them feel capable and appreciated in ways they may not experience often. When they are around you, they feel more confident and valued because you listen, you care, and you show genuine interest in what they say. These things might seem small to you, but to someone who often feels unseen, they mean everything. The fact that this person is younger than you is not a barrier. It is not an issue that needs fixing. In many ways, it can even be seen as a gift. Age differences can bring unique strengths that relationships of the same age sometimes fail to offer. There is a natural balance that can form between different stages of life experience. Different perspectives and life lessons can blend together into something meaningful and deeply fulfilling. Do not allow social expectations to decide which connections are valid or worthy. The universe does not always follow human-made rules about how love should appear. Love flows where it is meant to flow. Connection forms where hearts are ready. And when two souls resonate with each other, age often becomes a much smaller detail than people assume. What truly matters is the connection. What matters is understanding. What matters is how two people help each other feel seen, supported, and emotionally complete. Type yes if you want the universe to reveal more signs that someone younger is developing feelings for you. This is your season. This is a phase where love may reach you in a completely unexpected form. You may have believed that your chance for new love had already ended, but that was never your true destiny. There is something about your energy that this younger person finds extremely magnetic. Your essence is a blend of everything that makes you who you are. It includes the way you laugh, the way you share your stories, and the kindness and softness reflected in your eyes. It is the energy you carry within you. It is the calm manner in which you handle difficult situations. It is the warmth that seems to remain around you long after you leave a place. All of these qualities combine to create something unforgettable. This person has tried to logically understand their feelings. They have attempted to reason themselves out of it. Yet, every time they try to step away, their emotions only grow stronger. Their thoughts keep returning to you repeatedly. Their heart continues guiding them back toward you. Genuine connections like this do not appear frequently in life. People who truly understand your energy are rare to encounter. When someone genuine and emotionally real enters your life, it is always meaningful to stay receptive. There is no requirement to hurry the process or force any direction. There is no need to act out of impulse or confusion. The wiser approach is to remain observant, calm, and fully aware of what is unfolding. Pay attention to the subtle signs that appear. Notice how your inner world responds in their presence. Observe your feelings without suppressing them or pushing them away, because emotions are not meant to be silenced. They are meant to be understood and allowed to evolve naturally into whatever form they are becoming. This younger individual is not simply attracted to surface qualities or external appearance. Their attention goes deeper than that. They are drawn toward your inner essence, your emotional depth, your thinking, and your energy. From the beginning, there is a sense of depth in this connection that cannot easily be explained through logic alone. They find themselves wanting to know your thoughts, your experiences, your perspectives, and your understanding of life. They are curious about your story, about what has shaped you into the person you are today. They want to understand what matters to you on a deeper level and what kind of meaning you hold within yourself. They are not focused on the image that the world sees. Instead, they are interested in the person behind that image, the one who exists beyond social impressions and outward identity. This type of connection carries emotional weight and significance. It feels different because it is not based only on appearance or temporary attraction, but on recognition of something deeper and more meaningful. This is the kind of emotional bond that can feel rare and valuable. It represents a chapter that may slowly begin to open in your life, especially when you allow the influence of the past to soften and release its hold on your heart. When old emotional attachments begin to loosen, space is created for new experiences to enter. Life often works in this way, gently replacing what no longer serves you with something that aligns more closely with your present self. If this connection with a younger person brings you feelings of excitement, curiosity, peace, or renewed possibility, then those emotions themselves are worth acknowledging. Joy is often a quiet signal from within, a soft confirmation from the deeper self that something meaningful may be unfolding. Excitement can sometimes act as an internal compass, pointing toward experiences that carry emotional significance. You are allowed to remain open to this connection while still maintaining healthy emotional boundaries and self-respect. You can explore what is happening gently, without pressure or urgency, while still using the wisdom that life has given you through past experiences. This younger person may sometimes hesitate because they are unsure of how you perceive them. They might not fully express their emotions because they are trying to protect the connection that already exists. They may fear rejection or worry that their feelings will not be welcomed or understood in the way they hope. For a long time, they may have been carrying these emotions quietly within themselves. Instead of speaking directly, they may search for signs and reassurance through small interactions. They may hope for moments that confirm their feelings are not one-sided. At times, they may feel the urge to express everything openly, to reveal exactly how deeply they feel, but hesitation holds them back. Not because their emotions are weak, but because they value your presence and do not want to lose the bond that is already forming. This is why their communication may often appear subtle rather than direct. Their attention tends to stay consistent. Their awareness of you does not easily fade. Even when distance is created, emotionally or physically, there is often a natural return of focus back toward you. This is not something forced. It feels more like an internal pull, a natural gravitation toward someone who has become important in their emotional world. You may not fully realize how strongly your presence affects them. You may not notice how often they revisit your words in their thoughts, replaying conversations and moments shared. You may not be aware of how even small gestures from you can leave a lasting emotional impression on them. A simple message, a brief smile, or a kind expression can remain in their memory far longer than expected, becoming something they reflect on repeatedly. These small moments accumulate and create emotional significance in their inner world. Your influence in their life is deeper than you might assume. While the future is still unfolding and nothing is fully defined yet, the feelings they are experiencing are sincere and meaningful in the present moment. Each day that passes strengthens their emotional awareness of this connection. The signs of emotional interest are often subtle, visible only to those who are willing to notice them without rushing judgment. The connection becomes clearer when approached with patience and openness rather than fear or assumption. There is a possibility here that continues to exist for those who are willing to remain receptive to where the emotional journey may naturally lead. At times, this younger person may also carry insecurity about how they are perceived. They may wonder whether they are seen as too inexperienced or not fully aligned with your stage of life. These thoughts may create internal hesitation. However, when your energy becomes more open and calm, they are likely to sense it. Emotional energy is often communicated beyond words, through presence, tone, and subtle behavior. When openness is present, it can give them confidence to express themselves more freely. Real emotional connection is not purely about age or external circumstances. It is about recognition between two inner worlds. It is a moment where two individuals feel something familiar and meaningful in each other, something that feels beyond ordinary explanation. When this type of recognition happens, external factors like age, background, or life situation often become less dominant in importance. What begins to matter more is the quality of the connection itself. Emotional resonance becomes the central experience. The heart does not calculate timelines or measure compatibility in rigid terms. It simply responds to what feels genuine in the moment. There is something within you that remains timeless, regardless of the years you have lived. A part of you continues to hold curiosity, wonder, emotional sensitivity, and openness to beauty and connection. That part does not age in the same way physical life does. It remains alive in your ability to feel, to reflect, to care, and to recognize meaning in emotional experiences. This is the part that another person may be responding to. They may appreciate your outward presence, but their deeper attraction is often directed toward your inner energy, your emotional intelligence, and your way of understanding life. In that sense, what draws them is not age, but essence. At the same time, this connection may also bring something refreshing into your own emotional space. A younger energy often carries a sense of openness, curiosity, optimism, and forward movement. Being around that kind of presence can sometimes awaken forgotten parts of yourself. You may begin to feel more connected to hope, more aware of possibility, and more emotionally alive in ways that had become quiet over time. In such interactions, there is often a natural exchange. One person brings depth, stability, and life experience, while the other brings freshness, enthusiasm, and emotional spontaneity. When these qualities meet in balance, they can create a meaningful dynamic that feels both grounding and revitalizing. From a broader perspective, such connections often appear at specific moments in life for a reason that may not always be immediately clear. Sometimes, life brings people together in ways that encourage growth, reflection, and emotional awakening. Even if the full meaning is not understood at the beginning, it gradually becomes clearer with time and experience. There are also moments in life where opportunities feel blocked, not because they are absent, but because self-doubt or limited belief prevents full reception of them. When a person begins to recognize their own value more clearly, emotional flow often changes. New possibilities become easier to notice and accept without resistance. This person pays attention to details that others may overlook. They remember small things you say, subtle expressions, and moments that might seem insignificant on the surface but feel meaningful to them. This kind of attention is often a sign of genuine emotional interest rather than casual engagement. If there is a message or feeling you resonate with here, it may simply be an invitation to remain open rather than closed off by fear or overthinking. Not every connection needs to be rushed or defined immediately. Some bonds develop slowly, requiring patience, understanding, and emotional space to unfold naturally. Allow conversations to develop without pressure. Allow emotions to breathe without forcing conclusions. When something is real, it does not require constant pushing or control. It grows more naturally when given time, trust, and emotional room to evolve. Your feelings always carry some level of inner wisdom. They are not random. They often reflect deeper truths about what you are experiencing internally. It is important to give those feelings attention without allowing them to overwhelm your clarity. Balance awareness with grounding. In time, everything in life tends to align in ways that reveal meaning, even if it is not immediately visible. What feels uncertain today may become clearer later when seen from a wider perspective. Trusting the unfolding process does not mean ignoring reality. It simply means allowing life to reveal its direction gradually. This connection is not something that appears without purpose. It arrives as part of a larger emotional unfolding that continues to develop with time, awareness, and mutual understanding. It may be part of a larger design, and a door that once felt firmly shut may now be quietly opening before you. You are beautiful, desirable, and deeply worthy of love. Time has not reduced your value. In fact, it has added to it. The experiences you have lived through have made you richer, deeper, wiser, and far more interesting. This younger person notices the beauty you often fail to see in yourself. They observe strengths you tend to dismiss and wisdom you consider ordinary. Their perspective may gently help you begin viewing yourself through more compassionate and kinder eyes. You deserve passion, you deserve to feel wanted, appreciated, and genuinely adored, and that may be exactly what life is trying to bring toward you right now. You are ready for love to come closer. You are ready to receive an unexpected blessing that may be entering your life. The divine realm remains with you, and you have never been forgotten. You have never truly been alone. Hold this awareness with you today. The person who feels drawn toward you is sincerely curious about your life. They want to know your story. They want to understand your past, your victories, your lessons, and the challenges you have overcome. To them, your history is not baggage. It is evidence of who you have become. Every chapter of your life has shaped the person they admire today. This kind of attention is rare because it comes from someone who values depth. They see your life as meaningful and worth understanding. Allow yourself to open up. There is healing in being truly heard. Love pays attention. Love listens carefully. Love reminds us that our lives matter and that our stories deserve to be shared. Imagine what it would feel like to be fully known. Not the polished version of yourself that the world usually sees, but the real version, the thoughtful version, the imperfect version, the dreaming version. This younger person wants all of it. They are interested in who you truly are, not who you feel pressured to be. This connection is gently reminding you of your worth. Life has a way of clouding self-perception through criticism, disappointment, and painful experiences. Over time, it becomes easy to forget your own value. Then someone new appears and sees you clearly, free from the weight of self-doubt. Their admiration becomes a reminder of qualities you had stopped recognizing in yourself. Every glance of appreciation is a quiet reflection of who you truly are. And that is one of the greatest gifts love can offer. It reconnects you with your own value. You are beautiful, not in spite of your age, but with your age included. Every year has added something meaningful to your story. The lines on your face reflect a life that has been fully lived.